Okay, so when we execute this part, now you can see actually this will work only when we are converting data type conversion, I think. Okay, it will not read the data level. So we have data type conversion functions in next classes when we will discuss with the functions, character and numeric functions. On the time I will just explain you this IX8601 format. Okay, so this is also we will regularly use this format. I will explain on that time when we are discussing with the data type conversion functions. If I miss, please remind on that day. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, fine. And one more thing, in last class we have discussed keep, drop, rename statements. And so have you declared any label statement? Yes. So if we are declaring label length, if suppose if we are declaring any formats or in format like DOB, so 23 inside quotes, 23 Jan 2022, sorry, 2002. Date of birth. Next 21. Okay, so here again what we need to declare, we need to declare again format DOB date 9 dot. So here if suppose here we have the value is Ram, next what value we have? Alex. But when we execute this program, the Alex value, will it read total value? No. Why? Because the name variable length already it has been set before itself. So it won't take 4 letters. It will take only 3 because the first time when it's compiling, it has only 3 letters. That is the reason the name variable length is only 3. So when we execute this program, we have the data truncation problem with the name variable. So for this, what we need to do? We need to declare the one statement is called length. We need to declare the one statement is called length date 9 dot. Sorry, length of which variable? Name, and you can declare the required length. So this is a character variable, right? So we need to declare dollar and then we need to declare the required length. So length 10, it fine, it means you can declare 10 or 20. Based on the requirement, you can declare the length value. Okay, now when we execute this program in demo 12, you can see everything is fine without any issues. So the name length of the name variable is also a 10. Here we are declaring all different types of statements. Here we are declaring all different type of statements. If suppose if I want to declare all statement together, we need to declare one independent statement is called attribute. ATTB. So in this attribute statement, we can declare all attributes. It means you can declare, sorry, a label. So here there is a slight difference between syntax. So what we are declaring, so when we are declaring a label statement, for this we can declare each variable is equals to value, so label. And next you can declare n number of variables, and variable is equals to label, variable is equals to label. At the same way format also, at the same way length also, you can declare n number of variables for the length statement. Okay, by using the single length statement, you can declare n number of variables length. So after name, you can declare ID, something. So you have how many variables you have, those many variables you can declare, character or numeric, anyway you can declare. So, but by using attrib, so you can declare multiple attributes for the single variable in the same line itself. You don't need to call every time. So how can we declare? It means we need to, after attrib statement, we need to declare the variable name first. For example, ID. Okay, ID. And for ID variable, so I need to declare the length statement first. So length, so this is a character variable, so I'm declaring the length of ID variable is 6. Okay, dollar indicates formats in formats, that's it. Okay, so sorry, dot indicates, so if you are declaring the dot, it means it will take even character and numeric formats as $6.6 dollars. You when you open already, so in name you can see the format and in format. So this dot indicates format and in formats, please remember that point. Okay, if you are not declaring this dollar, I think it, here also same it is taking. Okay, that's fine. Okay, it indicates, dot indicates, you can declare like this also without any use. If you are declaring dot also, it will consider as a format or in format. Okay, now you can declare the label. Okay, this is fine. Now after that, I have one more variable is called age. So for attribute, we need to declare the semicolon at the end of the variable, not for the each variable. So for each attribute, we need to declare the length semicolon at the end of the attribute. Okay, it means end of the variable declaration. Now the length of, okay, this is the numeric variable. So I am declaring by defaultly numeric variable length is 8, and next student age, student age. After that, I'm declaring a name, and then here I'm declaring length. So this is the numeric variable. That is the reason I'm not declaring any dollar symbol. And here, this is the character variable. I'm declaring 10 as a length, and then I name student name. So sorry, here we need to declare the label, not the variable name. Student name. Okay, after that, dob, and this is also a numeric variable, and label is date of birth, and then here we require the format is equals to date 9 dot. Here we require the format. So if you want, you can declare in format statement also, but here we don't need any in format statement. So because when we are declaring date literals, automatically this D, it will just read the data automatically into numeric standards. So it will convert into non-standard into standard, right? So when we execute this program, automatically this code will execute without any issues, and you can see the information in single line itself. Okay, labels, student ID, student age, student name, date of birth. So even you can see the format as well. So like that, so we'll use attrib statement. So we'll regularly use this statement when we at final day, after completing of all derivation for one data set. It means when we are doing one assessment, after completion of all variables derivation, so the data set is ready for to submit. So on the final data set, we will use this attrib statement, and then we will apply all attributes attribute level information. It means a length, a label, format, in format. The required information will apply for all variables at end of the program, not start of the program. Okay. So yeah, this is the regularly used information what we have discussed now. Okay. And next, so coming to keep drop rename statements here.
Hi, Raghav.
Yes.
Can you repeat one more time about this attribute, please? I did not follow much.
Okay then. So no need of other examples. I'll just repeat this example only. Okay, this
Yes.
is the general statements. So in generally, we know that we'll declare individually for each attribute statement. If required, you can declare independent without any combination by using the attribute. So like the selected program. So here we are declaring the label statement, and then we are declaring ID variable. After that, we are declaring the description of the label. Okay. So in that, so you can declare n number of labels for that in by using the label statement. Okay, for each you can declare the required variables. So here you can declare at the end of the label statement, you can declare the semicolon. After that also you, for the format same, and length also same, you can declare independently also without any issues. But if you want to declare together for each variable, so you can use one statement is called attribute statement. So by using attribute statement, first we need to declare the variable name. After that, we need to declare the attribute information. It means a length, we need to pass the length. Next, label, we need to pass the label. If required, you can declare in format and format as well. So for statement, you can just declare in a single line for single variable. So this is a added advantage to execute each and every variable total information in single line. So no need to declare. It means here what we are doing here, so we are declaring actually for name variable, for name we are declaring length. It means student. Okay, here we are declaring label in label statement separately and length separately, right, for the name variable. So this requirement is, so for name, and so the requirement is for all variables. So rather than declaring independently, we can declare in by using attribute statement. It is very easy to identify what we are declaring for each variable for separately, right? So it means length, label, format, and in format for required information, attribute information, right? So by using the attribute statement, okay, first you can declare the ID variable, then you can declare the length is equals to, we need to declare the length for that variable. Label is equals to, we need to declare the label value. And then if required, format. So format is not required for all, right? So if required, you can declare like the date of birth, not for the all. Okay, name variable is also a character variable. We are declaring, yeah, name and length and label. Age is a numeric variable. That is the reason I'm just declaring 8 dot. So there is no dollar symbol because it is a numeric variable. So label student age. Okay, like we can just declare. So this is the basic general concept. So by using the attribute statement, you can declare all attributes together for single variable. Okay, not in independently. Got it? Any questions? Hello.
Hello.
No questions.
Hi, Raghav. I got it. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, and one more thing. Yeah, coming to keep drop rename statements. I'll just repeat again this point, or 10 minutes, please. So everyone know. So if you want to keep required variable, you can just use the keep statement, and then you can keep the required variables by using the keep statement. Or if you want to drop if you want to drop, it means when we run this class data step, you can see only name and sex variable inside the class data step. Okay, but so why it means if you don't want the particular variable, it means you can just declare like, so I don't declare height variable, I don't need height variable, so you can use the drop statement. So here, so you have the one question, you may have the question, so rather than declaring drop, you can keep all required variables. It means, so in our 5 variables, we don't need only one variable. So in coming days, so when we are in the work, so in one data set has 100 variables, it may have 200 variables. In the 200 variables, if suppose we need only 2 or 5 variables, it means we need to use the keep statement. Or we don't need only particular variables, it means 5 variables or 2 variables or 1 variables. On that particular time, we can use drop. So the situation, so based on the situation, you can use keep or drop statement. So the variable is not required 1 or 2 variables, it means you can just use the drop statement. So in yeah, number of variables, if we required only 2 or 3 variables, you can use the keep statement. Okay, and rename, so rename already told you, right? So rename statement, you can just declare yeah, by using it, means you can change the name itself. Okay, so here what I'm doing, rename is equals to rename sex is equals to gen. Automatically the name, it will change to gen. Okay, so here there is a one big confusion is there by using the statements, keep, drop, rename statements. We have the confusion. So if suppose when I'm just using, suppose example, rename age is equals to age m. Okay, here I'm declaring age m. So when I execute this program, will it work? Will it work fine, or will it give any issues? Yes, it will give an issues. So see here, but by seeing the data, which statement we are executing first? A rename statement. After that, we are executing a name statement. Okay, after that, we are executing name statement. And I'll show you one more point also. So here, what I'm doing, I'm just age here, drop sex variable. So when I execute this program, already we are keeping the age variable, right? So see now, when I execute this both data step, we are just facing the issues. Why we are facing an issues? Here we are getting 2 variable issues. One is ageM and one is age. So the green color warning, so it will also not, these warning also will not accept in our programming level. We need to check every time log is clear or not. So then, so already we have seen the multiple nodes. So when we are getting the underscore error underscore is, so ignorance of the errors, execution level issues. So when we are getting the underscore error underscore is equals to 1, on the time, what node we will get? Invalid data for particular variable. So that is also a not acceptable node. And we have already seen the character variables have been converted into numeric, or numeric variables have been converted into characters. So these nodes are not accepted into our code execution. So we need to make sure everything should be very clear and without any log issues. Okay, and this is also a one issue. And already we have seen one more issue is called the variable is uninitialized. Okay, so when we are not declaring a variable and we are using that variable, automatically it will give So the variable is uninitialized. So if you are using any variable, first we need to initialize. It means we need to create that variable, then you can utilize or use. Without initialization, you can't use any variable. So that is the reason the pdb it will give the variable is not initialized. It means without initializing the variable we are declaring. So these type of nodes it will not accept in our coding level. It means the log issues, it means when we are in submitting one data, so these issues are these type of issues are there, so automatically the questions will raise for the manager and we need to do again the programming part totally. So rather than check, it means coming back to the comment, it means checking again with the comments. On starting itself we are checking with the log issues, with it means log issues and fixing and every time, each and every time with proper log execution, then it is very easy to submit the final data step. Okay, because we may work length of the programs in a single program. Oh, we don't know, we can write in a 200 lines codes also, 200 300 lines codes also, even 1000 lines codes also we can write. So on that particular time, to checking each and every issues again, it means it is very difficult. But when we are working, so on that time we can easily identify what is the exact issue. So by start of the program only, it means when we are practicing, if we are getting any issues, don't ignore, you can just overcome. It means you can solve that issue and clean. The log should be every time it is it should be clean. Okay, here we have the warnings. What is the warning? The variable agent in the drop, keep, rename list never been referenced. Okay, it means the variable actually what it is saying, the variable agent it is not there inside this class 2. So then we are declaring inside the keep or rename statements. So will it work? No. At the same way, the age variable is also is not there in keep drop rename statement. It means is not there in the data step. So when it is not there in the data step, will it work? It means I will show you why. What is the exactly the process? Something. So ABC, a variable. I'm just declaring inside the keep statement ABC. So we know that. So we are just changing the age is equals to age and something, right? So is ABC variable is there inside this data step? No. So automatically we know the ABC variable is not there. So then what is the difference in between these three? Both are same, right? So why this note is giving? Because these three variables are not there inside this class 2 data step. So when the variable is not there and then we are keeping or dropping that variable, we will get this issue. Variable not there and we are just using that variable, so we'll get this issue. So it means how can we overcome? We know that we are renaming the age variable to agem, and that we are keeping here. Then why it is not working? That is the question we have. And here also in keep statement we are using name, 6, age, 3 variables. But when we are dropping the 6 variable, then also we are getting the note. Then what is the issue here? So everything is clear, right? We are keeping the variable, then we are dropping. Here also we are renaming the variable name and then we are keeping. Then what is the problem? So here the issue is not with the declaration. The issue is the statement execution. So what statement we are executing here? Keep statement, drop statement, rename statement. These statement it will not work the declaration order. Declaration order, it means here first we have declared rename statement. Here first we have declared keep statement. Then we have declared drop statement, keep statement. So the statement it will not work in declaration order. Then which way it will work? It means which way it will work? It means these statements it will work in alphabetical order. So ignorance of the declaration. It means if you are declaring the rename statement before set statement also without, it means it won't give you any problem. Still it will work keep statement only. So inside the data step, in between the run and data statement, if you are declaring any statements, so there is no statement, it means ignorance of the statement declaration position, it will work in alphabetical order. So if you are declaring anywhere, first which statement will work? Alphabetical order, it means first it will come with the drop. Drop will work first. Okay, it means, so here in this program, which statement, it means the alphabetical order, it means drop statement is working first. It means in this drop variable, we have declared sex variable. So drop statement, it will drop the sex variable name, and then after dropping, it means there is no sex variable inside this class 1 data step. Then we are using the keep statement. So keep statement, again we are declaring the sex variable. So the variable already it was dropped in this data step. Will it keep again? No. That is the reason we are getting the warning. Okay, did you understand the point? So in the same class 2 as well, so if you are declaring a rename statement first or second anywhere without, it means that is not the question. So which statement it will work? So alphabetical order. So here we have two statements. Which statement? Keep. So only the alphabetical order issue with only keep, drop, rename only. So it won't consider any length label statements. Okay, only keep, drop, rename. So here, so which statement will work? Keep statement will work first. Okay, so in this keep statement, so do we have any agent variable inside this program? No. So when we don't have the agent variable, automatically it will give. It means the agent variable is not there inside. It means the keep, drop, rename have never been list referenced. We have the warning note, right? This warning note will get regular. Okay, so and we are not keeping age variable. So when we are not keeping age variable, will it rename automatically? No. So if the variable is available, then only the rename statement it will work. If the variable is not available inside the keep statement, will it just rename automatically? No. That is the reason even age variable is also here not there inside drop or keep statement like that. It is giving the warning. So what we need to do here to overcome this issue? We need to execute. We need to declare the age variable here. So first we need to keep the age variable. Automatically, this age variable will rename here. Age is equals to age. Okay, this rename variable. Okay, thank you. So is it clear for everyone? Now, are you seeing any issues with the age variable? If you
No.
open the class 2 data step, age, the variable name is changed now. Okay, so these thing it will work for even in data level, as it means option level as well, not in the variable level. So not in statement level. It means, so the keep, drop, rename statements you can use even keep is equals to same variables. Okay, so even drop is equals to sex, and then rename is equals to sex is equal. So when we are just renaming the variable, here we have the multiple variable declaration, right? So options, rename, you can just declare in individual statement without any issues. It means that's it. Okay, if you can use options here also, and as a statement declare also without any issues. And declaring option, then we need to declare the keep statement again is equals to, then we need to declare the variable names. Okay, after that you can declare remaining statements as well without any issues. Okay, but here also these statements, it will work only alphabetical order, not in the position declaration. Okay, if suppose I'm declaring sex is equals to gender. Tell me now, how many nodes we'll get now? When we execute this program, do we get any warnings, or it will execute without any issues?
3 warnings.
3 warnings. Can you tell me what are those warnings?
First one is drop sex. Later it will go to name. Keep. In keep we don't have sex variable, and
Yes.
later it will go to rename.
Mm-hmm.
Sex is equals to gender. We'll get a warning over there as well.
Yes, it means here we have the issue with sex variable while keeping, because this variable already dropped by using the drop statement. So after dropping, there is no possibility. It means there is, when we are keeping, so the variable is already dropped, right? So it won't accept. That is the reason here it will give a warning. Okay, the sex variable drop keep, the list never been referenced. And here also, when we are renaming, the variable is not there, but we are renaming that variable to other variable. So will it rename? No. That is the reason we'll get even a gender variable as well. It will not accept with the warning. You can see the variable sex only it is giving the multiple times. Okay, here and here. Okay, so this is the issue. So always you need to check. It means by using the single statement, no issues, without any problem you can declare. But when you are declaring the multiple statements like together, even in single program, you are using keep statement, rename statement, or drop statement. So on that time, you need to remember the statements, it will work in alphabetical order, even option level as well, and statement level. Okay, is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Perfect. Now today we are going to start new concept is called conditional statement. Conditional statement. We have the conditional statements is called 2 statements. One is if and other is where. One is if and other one is where statement. Okay, so yeah, you may have the question, what is meant by conditional statements? What is meant by conditional statements?
Raghu, one quick question.
Yes.
Sorry, for keep and drop, can we use it for observations as well? Or is it only for variables for dropping and keeping?
No. Don't think like that. Okay. Keep, drop, it will accept only the variables.
Okay.
We are discussing only the variables. So now the concept what we are discussing, the conditional level concept is called if and where. By using those conditional statements, you can filter the data.
Got it.
Okay. Filtering
Yes.
is different. The variable keeping, dropping, this is totally different. Okay. So example, yeah, that is only the question. So now we are discussing that concept only. The class data stuff we have set SAS help dot class. Inside this class statement, so everyone know we have 5 variables and 19 observations. So when you see this program, now we have multiple questions. If suppose I need to separate the data sets, like it means I need male data separate and females data separate. How can I divide? Then, so for this, we need a condition. So for this, we need a condition. What condition we need? When by using the sex variable, when we have the female data, we need to execute one data step, the female related data step. And when we have the m value in sex variable, and we need to execute one more data step for the male data step. So for this, we need the statements are called conditional statements. So how can we use the conditional statements? We have two statements. One is if statement, other one is where statement. I'll tell you what is the difference between even if and where statement also, but you can just see what the both statement by using if and where you can filter the data. Now the syntax is where. First we need to declare the where statement. After that we need to declare the condition. It means if we need to declare the condition semicolon, where we need to declare the after where condition and semicolon. Okay. If condition, where condition. So here what is the condition we need? So if suppose if the variable is numeric, if suppose I need only age 11 data, you can declare age 11. Okay. But what I need, sex is equals to male data. Okay. What we'll do once. So male. Okay. Sex variable is equals to data is case sensitive. Always you need to remember the variable names or data set names are statements. Variable names, this is the variable name. Data set names or library names or statements, any statements. You can declare any case. Okay, you need to follow it in generally low case or upcase. That is a regular issue, regular way, our practicing way. But it will if you are declaring multi-case also, it will execute without any issues. When you are declaring data set name or variable names or statements, but in data level, value level information, the character variables, the character values, always you need to declare case sensitive. It means inside the in data level, what values we have, it means low case or upcase, right? So here we are declaring M is correct only, but in data level we have capital M. Here we are declaring small m. Will it work? No, because the data is case sensitive. So always we need to declare the same what data we have inside the data step. Only those data only we need to declare in the data step. Okay, so if you are declaring any case sensitive, it means so here we have the caps data, and here we are declaring any small data. Will it read? No, it will read zero observation. See here, because there is no small m value. If suppose I am declaring capital M as per the data, see now after running, you can see 10 observations. You can see here 10 observation. It means in SAS class, we have 19 observations. But when we are selecting the male, sex is equals to M, it means male data, we have 10 records. If suppose, yeah, I'm using same where statement, female. How many? Here I'm declaring multi-case, so no issue. Okay, now see how many observations I'm getting. When you are selecting the female value, 9 observations. Sorry, any questions? Okay, so this is the where statement execution. If suppose, okay, if suppose the same execution, if so, here we are executing wait statement CLS1 and CLX2, same program we are executing with by using if statement. So when I open class 1, you can see 10 observations. When I open class 2, you can see same 10 observations. Then we have the question, what is the difference between if and where statements? Okay, and in first class we have declared one diagram. Have you remembered that the diagram? First or second class maybe. This is the diagram.
PDB.
Yeah, PDB diagram. So this gives the very good clarity for the difference in between if and where. Okay, please remind the point. So why I'm telling again this point, explaining again this point, it means, so when you open this both the data step class 1 and class 2, you are seeing the same data without any issues. It means you can see in class 1 also 10 observation, even class 2 also 10 observation. It means by checking the data, the execution is same. It means the output is same. But what we need to check here, we need to check the execution level. So how where statement is executing and how if statement is executing. So when it means already I have run this both programs, right? Now you can see, so when you are using the where statement, so you can see 10 observation only, it is reading from the SAS class based on this where condition, and it is outputting also same observation. When you are using the where as a statement inside the class 1 data step, what it is doing, it is executing direct on the SAS class, okay, in source data set itself, and it is reading the 10 observations inside. It means we can check with the diagram now. We can check with the diagram. Okay, this is the PDB block. So where it is reading 10 observation, so this line is reading inside into the PDB. Okay, this is the output level. So how many observations it is reading? 10 observation. It means 10 observations is reading. 10 observations reading here, it means the where statement is executing the before PDB itself, right? So PDB is reading 10 observation. It means after executing the where statement only the PDB is working, right? That is the reason. So it means you can just compare with the diagram and data. So it is reading the 10 observations inside the PDB. So PDB is reading the 10 observation. It means the where statement is executing before only, then only the 10 observation are coming. After that, these 10 observations are reading into the PDB level. So the where statement is executing before the PDB. The where statement is executing before PDB. It means it is executing here, okay, based on the condition x is equals to gem. Based on this condition, how many observations it's getting? 10 observations. So 10 observations reading into PDB, and it is outputting 10 observations. Okay, this is the where statement execution. So now what clarity we have? The where statement, it will work before PDB only. Okay, it will not work inside PDB and after PDB. So where statement is working? Before PDB itself. Now coming to if statement level. Here, when we are using the if statement, now you can see here 19 observations read from the SAS dot class. It means it is not executing the statement first. So it is reading total observations. What it means, total observations from the source data set. So how many observations we have inside the source data set? 19 observations. So those 19 observations it is reading now. Okay, 19 observations. Then you can see in output level, how many observations? We have 10 observations. It means here it is displaying now 10 observations. It means where the if statement is executing now?
After PDB.
Inside. Oh, no, not after the PDB.
Oh, sorry.
Inside
Inside the PDB.
So
Yeah.
in this block only the if statement is executing. So if statement is executing inside the PDB block. Okay. If sex is equals to m. Okay, if sex is equals to m. So based on this condition, it is filtering. So if the condition is satisfied, it just executing the data into output level. So this is the difference now. So we know the basic difference now. What is the basic difference in between if and where? So where statement, it will work before PDB on the source data step, and if statement, it will work inside the PDB block. So we know the major difference, right? Yes. Now we have one question. What I am doing here I'm just executing one variable is called age is equals to agem is equals to age plus 2, and same thing I'm executing here. Don't confuse the points. So what I'm doing here, agem and agem age. So here I'm giving the condition age greater than or equals to 28 agem. Okay, here agem same greater than or equals to 28. So it will work on the age variable. So I'm doing the arithmetic operation, it is fine. So it will work for the age variable because the age variable is the source data set variable. But now what is the difference? It is a local variable. Agem is a local variable. So when we execute this both programs, now you can see
age spelling.
Yeah, sorry. When we are plus 2, right? And declared thought multiply. So how many observations we are getting? More than 28? 9 observations. So for this new variable, how many observations we are getting now? 9. Now you can see here, what is the statement? Variable agem is not on file SAS class. Variable agem is not on file SAS class. Why it is giving this error?
Where statement executed first.
So it means general answer. So don't confuse here. So regularly, so this is a very regular process when we are just comparing with the local and source data set variable. So where statement always it will work only source data set variables. It won't work any local variables. Why? Because where statement is executing before PDB execution, right? Before PDB execution, it means it will consider only source data set variable. Where statement, it will consider only source data set variable. Even it won't bother about what variables we have declared inside as a local variables. So that is the reason it is directly saying what is the error? The agem variable is not there inside the SAS help dot class. It means it will just read the variables only source data set. It won't read any local variables. Why? Because local variables has, it means for the local variables has the full definition inside the PDB block, right? For all local variables, for any local variables, the full definition, it will come inside the PDB block. Okay, inside the PDB block, but the where statement is working before the PDB. So when where statement is working, there is no variable creation. So that is the reason. So automatically the searching itself, the where statement, where it will search only source data set. It will not check any local variable creations. But if statement, it will work inside the PDB, right? So this variable also is creating and reading the data inside the PDB level. So the local variable also is creating and the data reading process also inside the PDB block. That is the reason if statement, it will work for the local variable as well. It won't work for where statement. It will not work for the local variables. Where statement, it will work only for the source data set variables. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
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 Perfect. So yeah, thank you. So this is a very, very big difference when we are comparing with the local and source data set variables. Okay, and I will give you one more clarification now. So the data set, suppose X input, X is a, remind that X is a character variable. Inside in cars statement, what I'm declaring 10, 20, 22, 15, 18, like 5 observations, run statement. Now data X1 set X. Okay, so where okay, just a second please. Okay, so where X greater than or equals to 1, 5. Greater than 1, 5, semicolon. Next, the same program, now I'll execute as a X2 if statement. This will give you a very good clarity about the where statement and if statement as well. Now, can you tell me, so here X data set is a source data set, what I am doing, and even X is also a source variable. Here X is also a source variable. When I execute this both program, will I get any issues and errors, or it will execute the perfect output? Anyone can answer?
X1 will execute the perfect
Okay.
and X2 is error.
Any reason?
X1 is work on the, it's a input you have mentioned, it is a source variable.
No. You are confusing. For the source variable, there is no any issue. Here, 6 is a source variable, right? So if statement, it will work. If statement, it will work source and local variables, any variable. Where statement only has the concern. It will work only source data set variable. Okay. Here, even X variable, source variable, right? Then what is the issue? No issues. So if statement, it will work for source and local variables. There is another issue I'm expecting. Anyone can answer? I told you here X is a
Numeric.
character.
Character.
So we are declaring the dollar symbol, right? So X is a character variable. So now here we are doing one operation. What is this operation is called?
X greater than 15.
Generally, this is called arithmetic operation. It means greater than, less than, something. Any operation we are doing, we call them as a, in mathematical language, arithmetic operation, right? So all arithmetic operations, it will work only for the numeric variables. Yes or no? Arithmetic
Yes, yes.
means only for numeric.
Hmm.
So there is no character data. It means
Yeah.
here, X is a
Error,
character.
there is error.
X is a character variable.
Hmm.
Okay, and here also X is a character variable. So when I now tell me the answer, when I execute these both programs, in both data step will get error, or any one data step will get error, or both data step will execute without any issues.
Both are error.
Both data set will get an error.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So let me see what happened. So inside, in X2 variable, sorry,
No, zero operations.
I'll just in X2 variable, you can see the data, right? 20, 22, 28. But in X1 data set, do you see any data?
No.
No. So it is not creating even variable also. So wait statement, when we are using the wait statement, it means X1 variable, it is not executing. But X2 variable, it is executing. Now we can see the log. Here we are getting one note. When we are using the if statement, we are getting one note. What note we are getting? Character values have been converted into numeric. So why this note is coming? Why? Because here we are doing the arithmetic operation. So this arithmetic operation requires the numeric variable. So is X is a numeric variable? No, it is a character variable. So now here the PDV is playing the role. What PDV is playing the role? So in this particular requirement, the PDV is converting this X variable into numeric, and then it is executing the if condition. What is converting into the numeric level? The PDV is converting into numeric level. The X variable is a character type. So this operation requires the numeric variable. So the PDV is playing the role here. The X variable is it is converting the X variable into numeric type, and then it is providing the node. That is the reason the character values have been converted into numeric, and then it is executing the program. But now when you check above program, here you can see one different note. What is the note? Where class requires the compatible variables. Where class requires the compatible variables. Here also arithmetic operation, but this arithmetic operation requires a numeric variable, but X is a character variable. Here the PDV is there to convert into numeric. But here, is there any PDV or any execution point to have to convert the numeric, the character variable into numeric? No, there
No.
is any process. So the wait statement, it is directly, it will execute the condition. So if we have any data type conversion execution mismatch, it means that here we require data type conversion only, right? So it requires the numeric variable, but the variable type is character. So that is the reason the variable compatible variable is required. It means the type declaration, it means here the operation requires the numeric. So the data, the variable type also, it should be the same type. Then only the wait statement it will execute. Otherwise it won't execute, because the wait statement is executing directly inside before the PDV. Okay, so if statement is working inside the PDV block, that is the reason PDV is converting. Here there is no PDV, because wait statement is executing before PDV, right? Here, is it clear for everyone? That is the reason the wait statement is giving an error. Okay, be careful on this. Okay, so when we have the data type conversions, we need to check Okay, so the data type, what we are declaring and operation should be same. So X variable also, like here, you need to declare like this. So is equals to 15 like this. Then it will work. Because it is a character variable. It won't work any arithmetic operations. So everyone is clear about this point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Perfect, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Raghavan, one more example can you give on this? Where and if? Apart from arithmetic.
Apart from anything arithmetic, it means so the data type conversion, it means numeric and character relationship, right? So
Uh,
we have only two data types. Please remind that point.
character and numeric.
So yeah, simple answer. In this only, this point only, you can directly this declare like this. Here, this is the arithmetic operator. You can declare is equals to. Here you can declare is equals to. This will work without any issue. Here
But in the where, it doesn't work
it doesn't work.
because of the
Here,
double
what
quotation.
declaring we are declaring the numeric value.
Numeric.
Is
Yes.
X is numeric variable?
No,
No.
character.
So will this condition is acceptable?
No.
Because it requires the numeric value. Okay.
Yes.
Here the PDV is converting. So automatically it will execute this condition without any issues. If this condition is satisfied, then the observation will execute. Otherwise, it won't execute. Okay.
Yes. Understood.
Yeah, perfect. Now I'll just explain you the different phases of wait statement execution. Okay. We know that. Everyone know that where we can use as a statement. Now, where you can use like, so this is yeah, say, or you can declare like age greater than or equals to 1,4. And even where statement, where you can declare as an option as well. Okay, when you're, yeah, here you may have the question. Yeah. After this, I'll tell you. So when you are declaring the option, you need to declare where is equals to, then you need to give the bracket and close bracket again. And the same option you can declare in output level also. Here also. Okay, here also. So when you execute these three programs, now you can see the phases, differences. What is the difference? Where statement and where option. The both executions are same. Are you seeing any difference?
No.
Where,
No.
when we are declaring where as a statement and when we are declaring where as a source data set option, the both executions are same without any differences. But when we are declaring the where as a output statement option, you can see the difference. So here we know that the where is executing before PDV. Then here, in which position the where statement is executing? So it is reading total observations. It means the where is executing inside the PD block? No, it not in any case. So then in which place the where is executing while using the output dataset option? It means here when we are declaring the where as a source dataset option or statement, this where is the first statement to execute. Okay, where is the first statement? Then only it is reading into the PDV level, right? So, but when we are declaring the output data set option, is where, when we are declaring the where as a output data set option, so this where statement, it will work here in this position. Where age greater than or equals to 14. When output. Okay, is it clear, everyone? So where statement work in the output level, it won't work in the PDV. Okay, it means here for where as an option, suppose it will read 19 observation, and here also it will execute in PDV level also it will execute 19 observation. While storing into output, while storing into output, it will check this condition, then it will execute 9 observation. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes,
So
Anna.
read 9 observations. In PDV level also it will output 9 observation, but when it is storing into the data step, the option is working where age greater than or equals to 14. Based on that, how many observations we have? 9 observations. It will give the 9 observations. Okay. So is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay. So this is very, very important. Okay. Please check with this. Yeah, differences in between. And even option level, when we are declaring this option also, it will work in alphabetical order, not a statement. Please remind the point, only option level, because the statements, these statements, it will work in output data set. These statements are working in output data step. But here the where condition, where statement is working on input data step. So in this input data step. Okay, so that is the reason only option level only. So when we are, suppose I'll give you the clarity. Suppose if you are declaring output, so there is no 6 variable. Where is equals to age greater than or equals to 14. Will it execute? No, it won't execute. Why? Because in option level, these even where statement also it will work alphabetical order. Alphabetical order, it means how many statements we have now? Drop, keep, rename, and where. So 4 statements we have. So these statement it will work in alphabetical order only in option level. Okay, if suppose we have the even age variable as well, then we are renaming. Now when you see this program, now you can see, is it executing? Variable age is not on file work.class1. So when it is not in the keep statement, will it where statement will work?
No.
Why? Because here this statement will work in alphabetical order. It means first keep will execute. So it will keep only, it is keeping only 2 variables. There is no age variable. So if the age variable is not there, how can we apply the where for age variable? No, right? That is the reason it is just showing the variable age is not on, not there inside class 1 data step. Okay, now if you are declaring age variable, so it will execute without any issues. But if suppose if you are applying the rename variable and age is equals to age m. Okay, so when I execute this program, will it execute?
No.
It won't execute.
Oh.
Sorry,
Yeah.
something wrong. Rename is equals to,
Now it will execute. Yeah.
yeah, it will give an error. What this will give an error? Age variable is not there. Why? Because so after keep statement, which statement will work? Rename statement will work. So it is rename age to age m.
Okay.
So after that only, after rename only the where will work, right? So see here renaming where, what is the renaming variable?
14.
age
Correct.
m. So if you apply age m here, automatically it will execute. I'm just telling you the possible executions inside program. Okay, this you won't get any. It means you will not get any examples in the online. These are the regular issues in the work level. Okay, is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, and I'll give you the one task about the where statement, where by using where you can use contains like statements. By using you can some options, like by using the where statement you can use other statements is called contains. It means if is any alphabet is starting with a, it will give total those values. Okay, contains, it means the particular variable value contains something, the middle any value characters together, it means starting with 2 letters or 3 letters, automatically it will give those values. So can you please practice where contains and where like a statement options from your side? Okay, will you do that?
Can you show the syntax, Anna? Contain.
Yeah, that is what I'm telling, you need to try.
Okay, we'll
Okay,
try.
contains and like by using where only statement, this will not work on the option level, and right, only for the statement. So contains and like. Okay, you can just execute multiple ways. So when you search in the Google, automatically you'll get many examples on that.
Sure, Anna, we'll do.
Perfect. Now, so even this is not required, but telling you again, if suppose sex is equals to m semicolon, when I execute this program, see now what is it is doing, where class have been replaced. It means when we are here, what we need to know, we need to know the execution. It means when we are using the multiple where statements, the last where statement it will work. Okay, when we are using the multiple where statement, the last where statement it will work. So always we need to declare one where statement for one data step. So sometimes some people will do like this also. So you can, it means I need to execute two where statement. For that you need to declare one statement is called where also. So when you are using the where also, automatically it will work like as a and condition. Okay, if you want to declare multiple variable relation, like same here, like it means, so this statement is not required. Where class have been augmented, you can see the note. Where class augment, it means augmented, it means it just yeah, applying both condition in same line, and when it is satisfying with the both condition, then only it is executing the observation. Okay, so this statement you can directly give like this also using and operator, a and d. You know how and r statements operators will work, right, everyone?
Yes.
Are you forgot? No, right? So general points, and means the both should be true, then only true. Or means anyone can true, then only it will true. Okay, so both are false, then or will be false. Any, you know the table, right? True false table for the and or,
Yes.
that is the general one. Yeah, okay, fine then. So this is the and condition, you can declare like this also. Okay, is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Okay, now how the question. So have too many things discuss about if and where again. I think it will take next class as well. So now, so I'm declaring this is the something x1 to 3 data step. So if suppose I'm executing if x, you can declare, so it means in pdv level, right? If you are declaring where statement, will it work here? X something greater than 1.5 here, numeric variable only here, the x variable is. When we execute this program, will it execute?
Yes.
No, man. How
Ah.
what where statement will search? Source data set. That's it. Okay. Without set statement, there is no where statement declaration. Okay. So if you execute this program directly, it will throw an error. What is the error now? No input data set available. No input data sets available for the wait statement. It means
It is
when we are using the wait statement, it needs the set statement. It means input data set declaration with. So how can we declare the input statement, input data set? By using the set statement. So without set, yeah, you can just you have blindly remember the point. So when we have the set statement, then what data set we have declared on that set statement, only for the source data set variables we can declare the where statement, otherwise no way. Okay. If statement we can execute without any issues. Okay. Here if, so how many observations we'll get now?
2,
3
10
observations.
and 10 and
Greater than 50.
sorry, 22, 20 and 28. Sorry.
Yeah. 3 observations only. Greater than or equals to means 4. Greater than means only 3. Okay. Yeah. Now, so how many observations we are getting here?
3 and 2, 3.
Everyone is clear about this point, right? Any question? Now I'm just giving one example again. So x is equals to 10 semicolon, x is equals to 20 and x is equals to 30. If suppose x is equals to 20. Okay. This is one data step. The same data step, I'm just repeating output. This is the demo 1 and this is the demo 2. So tell me now, how many observations I will get inside the demo 1 data step?
1.
Demo 1.
X is, yeah.
How many observations I will get inside the demo 1 data step?
1.
2.
2 in the last line also, if x is equals to 20. That is the second output.
4.
Here. Demo 2.
Same 1 observation in demo 2.
Then why we need to declare all these things?
No.
3.
In the second
one is
demo
3
2,
and
it
demo 2 is 1.
Demo 1 is
3
okay, correct. Demo
and
2 is
2 is 1.
okay. So now I'm just updating the output statement here. Now 4. That's it, right?
Yes, 4 outputs.
4 outputs, it means
For observation.
For observation.
4 observations. Here,
One last observation.
okay, yeah, this is perfect only. But can you give me the answer for the first this x1 to 3 data step? Okay, x1 to 3 data step. So this is the PDV. Okay, please listen. So 10 minutes, please. Okay, x variable only is equals to, and this is the iteration 1 is equals to 1. First, what value we have? Dot.
Dot.
Okay, then it is coming into the input, and then it is searching for the cards. It will read the first value. What value we have? X is
10.
equals to
10.
10. So from here it will come semicolon, and from here it will check is there any statements in between input and cards. What statement we have?
If statement.
If x greater than 15, it is a condition. So what it will apply? 10 greater than 15. That's it, right? First condition is 10 greater than 15. So is that correct condition?
No.
Is that correct condition?
No.
No.
10 is not greater than.
So here it means condition is false here. When the condition is false, is this observation is storing inside the x1 2 3 data step?
No.
No. What it is doing? If the condition is false, if statement is terminating the iteration.
Yes.
Okay, please remind the point. If the if statement is executing based on the iteration process, means blindly you need to remember if statement working inside the PDV. PDV is nothing but a iteration process. It means if statement is a iteration controller. So in this iteration, if the iteration is false, it means if the condition is false, automatically the particular iteration it will terminate and it will immediately start with the next iteration. It means this iteration is terminated because the condition is false. Automatically the value is missing again.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Then it will read input, and then it will come cards, and after that it will read 20.
20.
And then semicolon, and then it will execute x greater than 15. What is the value now? 20.
20.
15. Is this condition true or false?
True.
True. So when the condition is true, if statement is allowed to executing that observation, that iteration. Yes or no? So then
Yes.
so if the condition is true, it is allowing to execute the next step. It means it is executing that iteration into output level. So that is the reason you can see 20 value, because of this is the true condition. So like this total, it means number of values, it will execute the same process. If the condition is false, what it is doing? It is terminating the iteration. Yes or no?
Yes.
Tell me now, here how many observations we will get?
One. The last one. Last.
Only x equal to 20. One observation.
One observation.
So anything, that is the reason I'm always multiple times saying we need to check with the PDV, not in the visual. By seeing, you don't need to, it means you are telling the answer, it means it may right or wrong. But you are just going through with the PDV, how the PDV executing, our mind should be also executing to execute like that only. Then only we'll get the correct output. So here x is equals to dot, and how many iterations we have inside this data step?
One.
Only one. Do you have multiple?
No.
No, right?
Hmm.
So everyone is clear about this. This demo 2 data step has only single iteration, even demo 1 also. So we do not have multiple iterations.
Yes.
Everyone is clear about this, right? Now, so this x variable is reading. What is the value?
10.
10. And then what statement we have? X is equals to 10.
20.
So it is replacing instead of 10 to 20. And then what statement we have?
30.
30. So it is replacing, instead of 20, replace with 30.
30.
Okay. After that, what statement we have?
If statement.
If
X is equals to 20.
20. So if x is equals to 20, it means it will not search previously what values we have. So the PDB has at a time only the single values. It will not store any previous values at any time. PDB is a single line at any time. Please remember the point. Okay. Now what value we have inside the PDB?
X is equals to 30.
30, right? So,
Yes.
so will it check for the x is 20 value?
No.
Always it will check. So when this statement is executing, what is the XPDB value? 30.
30.
So 30 is equals to 20. Is the condition is true?
No.
Is the condition is true?
False.
False, right? Then what it will do?
It will terminate.
What it will terminate?
X equal to 30.
Will terminate the iteration.
Iteration.
If the it means here the condition, so 30 is equals to 20. Is the condition is true? False. So when the condition is false, if statement, it will directly terminate the iteration.
Yeah.
So what it will terminate? This iteration one, it will terminate. So how many iterations we have inside this data step? Only one iteration.
Only one iteration.
So that single iteration is terminating this if statement. So do we have any other iteration to store the data inside the data step?
No.
No.
No. It means how many observations we will get in the inside this data step?
0.
Zero observations. Okay, how many?
0 observation.
Zero observations. Is it clear for everyone? Yeah, perfect. So we are getting a 0 observations. We want to get any. It means don't think it means in middle we have 20. It means last what value inside the PDB. We need to consider that value only. If we have the 30 here, then you need to take it. So this is the true condition. Otherwise,
If it is 30, we'll get one observation, sir.
Sorry.
If it is 30, we'll get one observation.
Yeah, that is the because that is a true value, right?
Yeah.
True value means it will just to send the single iteration into output level.
Right, I have one observation. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell me how many observations we'll get here. This is the big question for you.
Yeah.
How many observations here?
One.
How? Either you need to go 4 or 3 or 0.
0.
How can you get one?
X equal to 30 now, sir. So it makes 0. 20 equal to 30 means 0. So 0 observation for first as well.
Again, you are forgetting the execution. So here, this is the PDB. PDB, right? So 10. First, what value it will be?
10.
X is equals to 10. So from here, directly it will executing the if statement. No, right? So
No.
after this statement, it will execute output statement.
Output.
So what is the purpose of output statement? When it is reading the what values we have inside the PDB, it will store those information into data step level. So in output, X value 10.
And
When it executes the first output, and then
X is equals to 20.
20. After that, what we have? Output statement.
Output
When
statement.
this output statement execute, what value we have?
20.
It will execute 20, and then it will read 30.
30.
Then what statement we have?
Output.
Output statement. After executing output statement, it will store 30 as a
30.
value. And then it will check the condition. Is the condition is true?
No, it's false. X is equals to 30.
It's false. So then it will execute the output statement.
Output X is equals to 30. No.
So
The last
how
value.
many observations we'll get?
3.
3 or 4?
3.
In the fourth one, there is an output,
And fourth one.
So fourth
but there
output,
it will
execute
terminate
or
the,
it will not execute.
it will
Will not
terminate the process.
Terminated.
Okay, always you need to remember when the iteration is available, then only has the definition for any other statements inside the data step.
Okay.
So here iteration fail. So we have this is only the single iteration. So when single iteration is terminates here, so if you are declaring out, if you are declaring 100 output statements or 1000 output statements also, there is no value, because there is no iteration to execute that output statement. If the iteration is there, then only it has it has the impact. It means it will execute. Otherwise, so if the iteration is terminates here, then immediately it will goes to run statement and it will execute. It won't execute any these statements.
Statement, yeah.
We are declaring any statements also, there is no value for this. Okay, only compilation level it will check, but execution level it won't check anything, because the iteration is terminated here. So from here the cursor will execute directly run statement. It won't execute these statements. Okay,
Okay.
is it clear for everyone?
Yeah.
Any questions? So now you may have the clarity about if and where statements, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, tell me the differences now. Where statement
Where statement
work
will work
on
in the PDV
those,
level,
yeah, PDV level only on
and where,
set variables, and where statement it will not work in the, it will not work for the local variables, and where statement it will not work for the compatible variables, and where statement we can use source dataset option or output dataset option. Okay, and coming to if statement it will work inside the PD block, and if statement it will work local variables as well, and if statement it will work even compatible variables, uncompatible variables also, the PDV it will convert automatically. Okay, you need to remember the differences based on this diagram. You can remember very easily. Is it clear for everyone? This is very, very important. Okay, so yeah, we'll discuss, and from from today onwards, so today is a very, very important class. So if you understand the PDV, and you will get to know today how much impact on the PDV level also. Okay, so in next class also we'll discuss if then else and multiple executions of if statement. Okay, and if time is available, we'll discuss on, we will start on the functions, character functions. Okay, next week we'll complete character functions. So yeah, that's it for today's class. Please practice. Have you understand the paper discussion in last class?
Yes.
Yes. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Thank you. And I'll just share you the some just tasks on our group. Please practice. Okay.
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, sometimes, so yesterday he was taking the classes, Ramarao. So you can just ping him. So if you have any doubts, so if he has the time, you can just you can call him and he will explain very clearly.
Hello, Raghava.
Hello.
Yes.
Where, how to ping him? I don't have the number or anything.
So in our WhatsApp group,
We are not in the WhatsApp group, Raghava. I already asked you too many times before.
you are not in the WhatsApp group, or he is not?
Yes, I am also not in the WhatsApp group.
Sorry for that. So you can just
I messaged you too many times before. You can.
Yeah, I'm also not in that WhatsApp group.
So who are not there in the WhatsApp group, please just ping me now. After this class, I will just add immediately. Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. So, and who are not receiving the mails, please share me now. I'll just add the mails immediately in the follow-up, and then I will send it. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.